Four stops at 4 with news from across northeast Wisconsin. CNH Industrial America announced a layoff affecting 52 employees at its St. Nazianz facility. The change officially takes place November 14th. The company releasing a statement reading in part saying, quote, CNH has identified all employees who are entitled to notice under the WBCL and warned concerning these job eliminations. None of the employees are represented by a union, and there are no bumping rights associated with any of the positions, end quote. That facility makes precision spraying equipment. The cuts follow CNH announcing it would lay off more than 200 workers in Racine earlier this year.